welcome. Deja vu. I know. Welcome back. It's new slash technically the same day, and I am live streaming again. How is everyone? I hope you had a lovely Saturday and are enjoying your weekend. You're in two chats. That's so cool. Oh, well, Sonia, we'll see, right? Because my plan isn't to do a live stream as long as yesterday, which ended, I don't know, like 6 a.m. this morning. But yeah, I got some rest, I got some sleep, but I thought I would come back because I am still doing the dot cards. They have dried. You see, they've dried. And so I thought that I would pack them with you rather than just packing by myself. Oh no! I didn't realize that Eve was live at the same time. And okay, so that's what you mean by you're in two chats. My bad. In which case, feel free to bounce back and forth between the two. We'll just be out here talking and as I'm packing. But it's so good to see you guys. Just to oh, it ended slightly. Yeah, honestly, it was wild, but it was so fun. I was having such a good time, just getting to talk with you guys, and we spoke all things watercolor and tried to figure out like different sets that Boston was going to get and different Roman small colors, making palettes, just all that good art stuff. So I didn't want to go to bed, and thus I didn't until very early this morning. But I'm up now. Swatches are, or dot cards are dry, and just for anyone who doesn't know, I send out Happy Mail to my art members in my Happy Mail tier, and that's basically what I'm doing here. So I create dot cards that have either themed watercolors on there, or maybe they are like last time I did the cobalt turquoises and phthalo turquoises dot card, or I've done golden dot card, blues dot card. This is the autumn palette dot card, and the colors that I have in here are these. So these are going to go out to all my Happy Mail tier members who were members in August and in September. And that's what I was doing yesterday, and now that they've dried, I'm going to be putting them all together and sending them out. I am also going to be it's going to be spoilers are in the name, but I'm also going to be including a little sticker that I made. Hopefully you can see it, as an extra bonus, like little thank you. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing, basically getting everything ready so that I can send it out as soon as. My understanding is that the strikes are coming to an end soon, or there's some sort of like agreement. Yeah, we went on a very long adventure looking for the Mona and Rani set and finally found it unlabeled, thanks to Derwood as well. So if you would like to join my membership, there are a couple of options. One option is the studio tier, and in there I have Zoom sessions where we all meet up and paint together, similar to this but like Zoom, so that we can actually talk vocally as opposed to just typing. Then I also have exclusive videos, just cutting this stuff, art challenges, reference packs. I basically wanted to create something where you can come and get inspired and be part of a wonderful community, but also just have access to a number of different things. I keep calling it a creative menu with really lovely people. So that's the digital tier, and it's studio. It's called the studio tier. And then I also have the Happy Mail tier, which on top of everything that I've just mentioned, so the Zooms, the live streams, the videos, the reference packs, you also get Happy Mail sent out every other month, which will have at least 10 watercolor dot cards, as in like 10 dots of watercolor. But as you can see, I try to make it a very good a very good Happy Mail, so I always aim for more where I can. And then you also get the Zooms, the live streams and everything else. And in all the tiers, you also get to be part of the Discord, which is where we chat and share our art. And Durwood finds us amazing deals. And also get an original painting that I will paint like specifically for you. So not as a commission, but it's for those who either really want to support extra or just, you know, enjoy my art and would like to get some original artwork. Yeah, I need a paper cutter. You know what? I have a paper cutter, but the thing is, because this is so like narrow margins, when I use the paper cutter for stuff like this, which is smaller, then sometimes it will like end up cutting off the top and then I have to print it all over again. So for small things like this and the stickers, for example, where I need some level of precision, it's just easier to do it by hand with scissors. I've left my membership linked down below, just in case you're interested. And then my art retreats have sold out. Okay, let me behave. My art retreats have sold out for 2026, and I mean I can't wait, and I'm so excited. They are being sponsored by Roman Schmore and Pentel. Thank you. But the reason I'm also mentioning this is that because it's sold out again quite quickly, there were quite a few people who didn't manage to get a place, for which I am sorry. I did try to get, like, you know, I made a video and everything as soon as there was just a lot of interest. So I have made like a wait list just in case I am able to add extra places, or, you know, for future retreats. If you know that you would like to join one, then you can join the wait list, and if there's space, I will get in touch with everyone on the wait list and give you like first dibs, if you will. There are quite a few on the wait list already, but you know, obviously, if you know that you'll want to join, you're welcome to join the waitlist just in case, because I know that for some it might be that dates don't work out, or maybe they're busy, or so on and so forth. So don't be discouraged by that. And yeah, like I said, if I'm able to make more space or do it again, I will get in touch. Yay, I'm so glad that you know what, I was in two minds about stickers, because I don't usually like use them. I've kind of mentioned this. I know it's ironic, but I have like no decor in my home or just in general. So I was never really that into stickers. And then when I went to Poland for the symposium, everyone was kind of like, I'd made little cards, but everyone was giving out stickers. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I'll make stickers for next time, which had me thinking about, well, what artwork would I like to have as my stickers? And I mean, I love this. If you may have noticed at the beginning of the month, I normally do a post on my membership, open for all, but in it I have like a summary. I need to stop playing with these scissors. I have a summary of what we've done the past month, all the videos, all the replays, the doses of inspiration, as well as the things that are coming up, and the background, like the background of that post. You know, it says like October, for example, now, but the background is this painting. I just love this painting so much, so it made sense. And I know it's technically not autumnal, but from far, if you squint your eyes, it has autumnal colors. So I thought that I would do that and see. Hopefully you like it. Whoa, chat's moving super fast. Okay, hold on, I don't want to miss anyone's comments. Obviously, hi everyone. So Sonia, a watercolorist. Durwood, I think I saw Beach Mum. Did I? Yes, I did. Hi. Welcome. Hey Leslie, welcome back. Oh wow, we timed it well then. Hey Potato Pirate. You guys just left one and came straight here. Oh, good. I'm glad it worked out well because I didn't want to clash. It's just there's so many lives nowadays all the time. Ooh, are you not getting any sound? Georgia, let me know. Sometimes leaving and coming back helps, but if not, then let me know. Yeah, I know. Wildflower. It'll be like if Wildflower and Boston and Deb Smith, if everybody joins, then we'll have pretty much the same group as earlier this morning and some. But yeah, so I'm hoping that you'll like these stickers. And I'll be curious to know, like, what do people do with stickers? I assume that if you're really into stickers, because I know that loads of people like sell them, have them, buy them, all that. So I assume if you're really into stickers, you're probably perplexed by my confusion with them. But I just don't know where you put them. So I'd be curious to know where you put these. So because I went to the symposium, and I've made a video about that. Is it in this one? No. Because I went to the symposium and everyone was giving out stickers, I did... Where are you? I did put them all on a page, which was quite nice. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, I did put them all in the page, which I thought was really cute. And that's my sticker. It's also my sticker. Omar. I think Omar is the only one who you'd probably know from here. But yeah, you can see like Daniel Smith stickers, Roman Schmuel sticker, Winsor & Newton stamp. I think Etcher also got a stamp. So it was nice. So I like doing this. But I don't know where else people put stickers. So feel free to let me know. It'll be lovely to see what you do with these. I think I'm trying to like cut them all up and get them all ready. But I think we can do this first batch and then it will mean I'll start with like a fresh slate. And then the other thing that I wanted to do, we'll see. When I went to Poland, Roman Schmuel were giving out stickers, so I took a few. Just need to check I have enough. 4, 5, 6. That one's a bit messy. So I thought I would include those as well, because people were like, oh, stickers, stickers, stickers. Some are a little bit messy. Not because of him, just because, as in they weren't messy at the stall. It's just, casualty of travel in my bag and in my sketchbooks. So, because everyone seemed so excited when I posted them on the story, I thought I would bring as many as I could back. Like a little klepto. So I wanted to include these as well. Okay, and I think oh yeah, what am I saying? That's not it. I also normally put a little note. Normally it's A6 size, which is like this size, but as you can tell, I got very excited, so I actually wrote a full letter, and then I did this, which I thought was so cute. Hold on, can you see? Like a little fake post stamp. It says Sketches.n.Scrubs Happy Mail. I don't know. It's these little things. Which way do you think? Should I fold it this way or this way so you can see it? Well, maybe I don't want people to know our business, so maybe I'll do it that way just in case it gets opened. Okay, good. I'm glad it's working now, Georgia. Thank you so much, Sonia. Yeah, please, if you don't mind, if you're enjoying it and you don't mind, please like the video. does help. An artist's journey, welcome. You'll go back and binge watch. Where are you going for the retreat? That is an excellent question. We're going to Devon, the English countryside. I'm so excited. And we're just going to be painting there for 5 days. It's a 6-night retreat where all meals are included, 3-course dinners, no chores, and we'll just paint, have fun, enjoy each other's company. The March retreat, I'll have more of a focus on gouache and watercolor, and those who are coming are welcome to bring gouache, watercolor, or both, or both. So if you know that actually you want to use this as an opportunity to learn gouache, you bring your gouache. If you want to use it as an opportunity to spend more time in your watercolor, you do both. I will be bouncing back and forth between the two because I love the two. And they can be used together or in place of and have different effects. And then in June, it will be a mixed media retreat. And I just can't wait. I honestly can't wait. Oh, you put the stickers on your palettes. You mean like the metal palettes? That makes sense. They don't come off. Leslie says, I just got my first stickers at an Urban Sketches meetup and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I was honestly the same. So for me, a couple of things have worked nicely. I don't think I can show you the other one, but basically I have like a little Urban Sketches passport. It's this size. It's not this, but it's this size, and I basically just put people's stickers in there or let people do little doodles, little notes. It's quite nice and cute, and it's a nice recollection of people that I'm meeting. And then, like I said, they can put their handles and things on there as well. So that's been great. So that's where I've put the stickers. And the other place has been, so for example, with the symposium, I've just put it in that page. And it may be, I think it depends on the sketchbook really, but it may be that I'll just if I'm going to events and stuff, or, I'll have like an urban sketching page where I'll stick people's stickers. I guess the alternative is, I know that people stick stickers on sketchbooks as well, although I've never been inclined to do that. So maybe I'll try it with like a small sketchbook and see if I like it. People also put stickers on laptops, water bottles, luggage, lunchboxes, mirrors, books, furniture, sketchbooks, and art journals. Okay, so it's just me who's like, okay, where did the stickers go? And the answer is everywhere. They can go everywhere. The only the sticker, I have a Daniel Smith sticker, like the one that I showed you in the sketchbook that's round, and I thought oh okay, I can put this on my Daniel Smith palette. That's as far as my imagination went, and that's probably because it's all black and it will look like it came with the palette. You put stickers on your water bottles. Perhaps that's the main issue. I don't have I have a thermos. I don't have a go-to water bottle, but I probably should. I'm definitely not drinking enough water. So that was that kind of made it a little bit tricky for me to figure out, because I like to figure out what I should make into a sticker, because I was like, well, what stickers do people want and where is it going to go? So in the end, I just opted for painting that I really like, but I don't know, do people prefer round stickers, square stickers, big stickers, small stickers? It's a whole new world. Artist journey, I like to put stickers in a sketchbook with collage artwork. Okay, sort of what I did. I like that too. Has anyone been painting today? What's it been like? I told myself that I would paint, but I haven't. I haven't. Tomorrow's, you know, keep hope alive for tomorrow. Oh, tickets on, okay. Stickers on a palette, tins get aged, but the baby tins are not so bad. You can use any fabric. Oh, I see what you mean, to kind of protect the tins, like using a sleeve or fabric so they don't get aged and weathered. Even it's not this one, some of my tins without stickers like look battered and bruised. They look like they've been through it, but what can I do? It just means I use them. Well, I guess I can put them in sleeves. Yeah, Leslie, you're thinking you may use them to decorate the inside cover of sketchbooks since you don't want them on the outer cover. Yeah, that's a good idea. And that's essentially what I opted for. Oh, Georgia is painting some fall pumpkins. A watercolorist, you've been learning animation on Procreate. Oh, wow. But at the moment you're in bed. Well, I hope you sleep well. That's a good question, Sonia. What did you animate, a watercolorist? I feel like that must take so much patience. So much patience. But yeah, for me, for now, I'll be curious to know where you put these stickers, where you decide to put them. Let's actually, this is what I'm thinking, right? In terms of for the Happy Mail, we'll see. I didn't actually test it out before doing all this, so hopefully I don't regret it. But I'm thinking the letter goes in here, then the sticker, the other sticker. Be safe. And then what I'm thinking is that I'll use this. I have to close it. Just have to be sure that I have decided. I always leave it to the last, like closing to the last minute, in case I like change my mind or remember that I needed to add something else, or you know. But I think we're doing it together, and you'll let me know. So that I'll hold like this, and then I'm thinking that I'll get this. This is the first time I'm doing this, so we'll see if I stick with it. But I just wanted to think of like nice ways to decorate it that also doesn't bulk it up and doesn't mean less watercolor. And then I get this. So I spent like, uh-oh, feels like I need an extra hand. Do I need an extra hand? Hold on. It's because I cut them. But I do have, there we go, a little bit on the side. So this is my thinking. Then I put this, and then I have this, and I put it across. A little bit wonky, but you see my vision, right? Do you see what I mean? I don't know. Is that cute or not? And then this at the back. Or maybe should it have that here on this side instead, maybe? To break up the color? But that would just mean just a brown band across this. I mean, so just a brown band across this bit and this on this bit. I'll do one either way. All the extra thinking that nobody that is not needed, but you know. So take the sticker. Oh, I've run out of, hold on. That's what I was hoping, although we'll see. Sometimes I do like a little thank you sticker on the back. There we go. Come on. You can do this. There we go. But also, it can't take so long that it extends the 3 days to 4 days, you know what I mean? Exactly what I... There we go. Just wanted the sticker to actually show. And also the other thing, I know this is completely random, but the other thing that I have to think about is like weight, because, hold on, I get a sticker. I'll be right back, hold on. It's weight, because if I get carried or like, you know, it's all well and good putting on extra stuff, but if it goes over 100 grams, then the fee doubles. So I guess the question is, do I want the name on here or do I want the name on here? How does this look with just this? See, normally I'd just be doing this on my own, but it's fun to do it with you. Like that. And then I can say autumn on the back. This is the thing that's going to be, so I'm going to do one of each so that I can judge it accordingly. But this is the bit that's oops. Don't judge me. Okay, let's see. Maybe, I think maybe it's better at the front. Yeah, I think it's better at the front. Although, I don't know. I don't think it's bad. You like the sticker at the front? Okay. Maybe with a thinner band. So yeah, this is the thing. So it stands out more at the back, but okay, I can also try a smaller one. It'll be cool to see which one you get, no? You'll be like, did you get the one with the sticker at the front, sticker at the back, thin band or thick band? That is the question. And then, I mean, next month, no, probably not next month, but you know what I mean, for the next Happy Mail, I'm gonna think about it all over again and then see if it makes sense to continue doing bands or if I should do something else instead. And we'll get the letter, the sticker, another sticker, and then this. That's exactly it. It'll be like, which one? The sticker's upside down, but that's okay. So I'll do this, and then gonna fold this way, and I will. See, here's the thing, right? My little thank you stickers say thank you for supporting a small business, which is why I don't want to do them, because I'm, you know, concerned about shipping and all the rules and whatnot. So let's see, small band at the back and see how it goes. The only thing is that this is a sticker, so as in this is a sticker. So it will stick to the plastic itself. What are we saying? Small band. It's definitely giving handmade. Oh, okay. How about, I mean, there's absolutely, this is not, you know, normally how I do it, all this back and forth and guessing. Not even guessing, but like, oh, what about this? What about that? But I'm actually having a nice time thinking about it. So we'll just go with all the options. And I also don't mind them all being completely different, because I could do, hold on. But, oh yay, good, I'm glad. Handmade is the best, and you love the, there we go. Love handmade. No, definitely overthinking it. And not only that, like, what started, usually I just pick one way and keep going, but now I kind of like the idea of them being completely different depending on how I'm feeling as I lift it up. So like, okay, with this one, what I was thinking is thick band. Uh-oh. Who's calling me? Thick band. And let's stretch. Thank you sticker. You follow what I'm doing? Thick, and then this at the back. Contestant 1, contestant 2, 3, and 4, I guess. Big thing. And although what? I'm so confused. You just flashed? What does that mean? What? Yeah, exactly, Sonia. You'd be like, oh yeah, all of mine are just like this. Ah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. So, this, my sticker, Roman, oh, little Roman Schmall sticker, try and sneak in there. Roman Schmall sticker, orange, and then I just need to put it in here. Oh, okay. I didn't understand what was happening. I was like, are you in a store? Are you with him? What's going on? You're with a celebrity? Wearing lavender? You know what? I've seen Love Actually, but a long time ago. And I remember like it being super popular, but I also remember being like, it's okay. So I haven't committed it to memory. Now, if you talk to me about Fast and Furious, and even then, it depends on which one. Oh, okay. I will Google that later. No, Google, YouTube it later and see the scene. That in the back, and then this on the front. If I was really extra, I think maybe if I'd made this smaller or the band thicker. But I'm not gonna. We have a thin band. I also have some more here. I'd started putting them in bags and then I was like, why do this alone when I can do it with friends? And is anyone doing any art challenges this October? I know I've asked Sonia and Derwood before, and I know their answers, but I'm curious to know. There's like Inktober, Peachtober, Calmtober, lots of Tobers going around. I'm not doing any. Just because I knew I would be busy and I wouldn't enjoy it. Do you know what's funny actually? Maybe I'm just reliving the joys of my childhood through the Happy Meal, because not only am I doing it so that people get literally Happy Meal, like physical written Happy Meal, like I used to receive as a child, but also I really enjoy wrapping Christmas gifts. It's how my family, we normally do Secret Santa, but it's how they know what gifts are from me, because I will take my time and wrap it and do ribbons and all that good stuff. And I initially, actually, very first Happy Meal, tried to do that, but the ribbon makes it too tall and too thick, so I couldn't do it. But fair enough, it was like less waste. Let me just send what is essential, but still try and make it fun and pretty. Hence why I added like little doodles and things like that. But yeah, I quite enjoy wrapping at Christmas. You too, Leslie. Oh, you do the line art every day and then watercolor them in batches. That actually makes a lot of sense and is quite good. I have only recently got like a little sketchbook that I've put inside my jacket pocket, because the weather is getting colder, and I put it in, and then also carry a little pen, because initially I was trying to I brought my watercolor and my palettes and everything, but sorry, is this crinkling going to be really annoying? Didn't actually think of that. So I brought all that stuff in terms of like my full setup, but then when it actually came to like painting or creating, I'd be like, oh, I only have 10 minutes and I'll have to bring everything out, so I just wouldn't do it. So last time I just put my sketchbook and my pen inside my pocket, and I actually did sketch, because it is just easier. So I do like the idea of actually sketching more often and then leaving the watercolor and the line art bit for when I have time or energy. I think these are looking pretty cute, if I do say so myself. Extra. Yeah, I should add ASMR to the title. You thought you were coming here for like watercolor. No, you're getting some crinkle crinkle ASMR completely unintentionally. Or just these two. Nope, 3. I'm sorry, it wasn't my intention. Nope. This and this. Yeah, so we were saying, so I might do that. I've also been doing like some more abstract work privately, and I've quite enjoyed that, because I'm not doing it for, I'm literally just doing it in the evenings. Just to relax and whatnot. And so I'm enjoying doing that as well. But yeah, I'm not doing it as a challenge. I find challenges bittersweet. On one hand, they do get me to create more, because I don't want to break the streak. On the other hand, sometimes I should actually just be doing other stuff. No, thank you, Beach Mom. It is funny. I do really enjoy putting them together. And also, like, this is just the physical part of putting them together. Before this, obviously, I had to, I haven't showed it, but yeah, I had to like think about the colors, pick out the colors, buy the colors, and then make the dot cards, which we saw yesterday. And then today we're putting it all together. And obviously before that I had to make the stickers. But it's actually quite nice. And I just love that people will receive it and enjoy it and paint, maybe discover some new favorites as well. That's what we were talking about yesterday, in terms of the fact that I'm thinking about what to do for the December Happy Mail, or the Happy Mail that's going to go out in December for those who join now. And there were a few ideas. Ren had suggested like a palette focused on shadows and like shadow colors. I had suggested and was thinking about doing a favourites part 2, Sonia. Or Derwood. Well, Derwood was here, but I don't think you were, Sonia. And I know we were talking about how French ultramarine is your favourite. The Schminke French ultramarine specifically is your favourite. But I was also thinking that the membership has changed and grown, and so it might be fun to make another favourites palette. The other thing that I was thinking about was maybe doing like a wish list dot card, if that makes sense. So the colors that we want to try out that perhaps we haven't tried out yet, and then that will be like, I'll just get suggestions from everyone, and then it will be something like Sonia suggested, I don't know, this color. Somebody else suggested this color, and then we all just kind of get to try our wish list around about Christmas, which will hopefully mean that you get to pick the colors that you want, or at least you get to use the colors that were on your wish list, even if it is as a dot card. So, but obviously within reason, frangipani blue will not, or is it frangelico? Frangelico blue will obviously not be on there. But you know, within reason, because I can't go and start buying £60 dot cards to send. But still, it might be fun. Yeah, Frangelico, can you imagine? Be like, yeah, we all wanted to just try. Or unless that is the only dot card. Oh, thank goodness. Can you imagine? It would literally be like, oh, one dot for Angelica. A collective wish list. My bad, frangipani is food. Let me actually, if at any point, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on any. This is cute, isn't it? Little cutie pie. Well, that's the thing though, but as soon as I thought of Frangelico, I thought of you. Not necessarily that you would suggest it, but it is a wish list. I'm making everyone hungry with frangipani. Okay, so it sounds like we like the idea of a collective wish list. And what I did last time was like, you know, let everyone make private suggestions, and then I picked them to make the palette, and then I send it out. Okay, wait. That's good. We're all on a similar page then. So so I can start working on that now. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I can start working on that now. I'll make like a little poll, a little questionnaire, and then people can make their wish list suggestions and I can buy them. Hey, hold on. I should have worn my glasses. Lanke Laleva. Welcome, long time lurker, first time commenter. Thank you so much for lurking and for saying hi. I'm glad that you could join us. I personally lurk a lot. In fact, I stopped, or not stopped, but I cut down on lurking when I started my own YouTube channel. But before that, I don't think I ever left a comment or anything like that, which I know sounds bad, but I just didn't really think people would, I don't know. It just never really occurred to me. And I know I hear, you'd hear like, oh, like, comment and subscribe, but I don't know, it's almost like, when you get the alerts and you see them so often that you don't even like really see them anymore. So I very rarely subscribed. No, what am I saying? I very rarely commented because I quite enjoy lurking as well. But then when I started my channel, I was like, is anybody out there? Hello, can you hear me? And MVP started replying, and I was like, oh, this is so awesome. But then obviously I know that there's a lot of lurkers too, and I appreciate it, and I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind. That's what I did for the favorites palette. So I asked people to make, I think, 3 suggestions, and then based on that, that's how I put together the favorites. And it was like seeing either colors that were mentioned quite a lot or colors that were quite distinct or different, or Beach mom. It's so funny, but it's so true. But that was how all of this started, and for that I am forever grateful, because I just love the sense of community. I love that I know who I'm talking to, and that I recognize names. And is it Lainka? Lainka, now when you comment next time, I will know you. I will remember you and this moment. And I will also remember that you are lurking, so it's okay. Yeah, good. I'm glad that you like that idea. I have so many ideas for the Happy Mail. I also, because like, say for example, when I did the Sennelier Happy Mail, I then really started painting and enjoying Sennelier quite a lot. Like, I mean, I was enjoying it anyway, that's why I did the Happy Mail, but because I wanted to dedicate more time to it, just in case you missed it, these are the colors that I'm sending out to my Happy Mail now. And when I did the Sennelier colors, which are, it wasn't this dot card, but I got some extras here, I then started painting with them. So all of these are Sennelier, and it gave me a finer appreciation for them. And these are also for the watercolor challenge that I did. 3 of the videos are open to all on YouTube, and 7 of them are private for my art members. And one of them was like painting this in real time. This was also a lot of fun, and just talking about the different techniques for watercolor, my favorite techniques, my favorite colors, my favorite mixes, real-time processes, talking about tone as well. But all of these that I'm showing you here are all Sennelier because I really wanted to dedicate time to painting with them. And then Daniel Smith, and then the Autumn palette. Ooh. No, Lianka, is fine. You can paint and you can lurk and you can chat every so often. That is equally fine. Am I saying your name right? Can you write it for me phonetically so that I know? No worries if not. What are you going to suggest? Sonia. Oh yeah, of course. French ultramarine. I mean, it would be welcome. The thing is, as well, that the Happy Mail, like the tier does change. So there are some people who never got the favorites palette, never got that joy, and thus don't know why we love French ultramarine so much. Schminke's French ultramarine. What are you going to paint? So, as we have decided, the next Happy Mail will be wish list, the wish list Happy Mail. And if you would like to get it and to make your suggestion for the wish list, you should join today because the Happy Mail will likely close tomorrow. And by joining, not only will you get the Happy Mail, but you'll also be able to join our Zoom sessions. So our next one is going to be on Friday, and it's putting together an autumn palette. You'll be able to watch the replays like the urban sketching sessions and the watercolor challenge sessions. And if you have any questions, then please feel free to ask. If you want to ask privately, you can as well. But essentially, it is what you're experiencing here and more. Because there are more people, and obviously more resources to help you along in your art practice. Ooh, you're doing in gouache. Oh wow. Have I ever done earth pigments? Oh, so I'm open to suggestions. Thanks, Darwood. So earth pigments, you know what? I thought of earth pigments. I thought of an earth pigments Happy Mail. I just didn't know. Is this a justice for PY43? But we can certainly do that, because I do think I don't show them enough love, all things considered. Oh, a Devon countryside palette. I can't, you know, I have a landscape palette, and it sounds crazy, but like I'd bought landscape colors and they're in, you know, the box, not the box. Behind me, I have a cupboard of videos that are pending, art supplies that are pending, and also Happy Mail that is pending. And one of them is landscape colors for a landscape palette. But then I get another idea and I'm like, ooh. You see, like this one, like the wish list favorites to landscape palette. I have a special Isaro colors as well. The wish list is long. No, I haven't done a transparent palette. Do you know what's funny though? Before the turquoises, so the last Happy Mail that I did was the turquoises, and in that, when I was doing the live stream and happened to share spoilers, I said I had two palettes in mind, two Happy Mails in mind. One was the turquoises, so like the cobalts, the phalos, because they are notoriously hard to see on the screen and they're expensive, and they are also very different, even if the pigments are the same, but a lot of the time pigments are different anyway. So I wanted to do either the cobalt one or a transparent versus opaque Happy Mail, so that you can see and know actually. So I actually bought a was it 6? Yeah, it wasn't quite a split primary, but a split primary-esque, like a primary and a few extra colors that are transparent, and a primary and a few extra colors that are opaque, so that people could compare the two. But cobalt, I keep saying cobalt, the turquoises, the turquoises won, and that is the Happy Mail that I did instead. But that is a very good idea. Yeah, Durwood, you know what? I can't remember when I reacted and was confused by PY43. Was that a live stream or was that an edited video? Because I remember trying to make green, not green, yeah, trying to make green and getting like a grey and thinking, what is this? But then when I've done some swatches of it on its own, I like it. So yeah, I do love, but you know what, maybe I will, because the number of ideas for palettes that I have exceeds what I can physically make or do. So maybe I will, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I like the idea of transparent. I wanted to do transparent or opaque so that, like say for example, half transparent, half opaque, so that people can actually see the difference between the two. Even if the colors are similar, you can get a better understanding and appreciation for the differences. Yeah, oh my bad. But see, Durwood, because I fair, even though I was completely, you know, perplexed by the greens that I was making with PY43, I did, no, oh, this one's messy. I did add it to the palette. What colors do you have in mind, Leslie? Because actually, one of our awesome members, Marlene, was asking about transparent colors earlier. Well, actually, she was asking about colors that work favorably with layering, and my response was that, you know, I really like transparent colors are ideal, and for me that's like nickel as a yellow, the quinacridone colors. The phalos are also transparent, but I find them very bold, and so I don't tend to layer them quite as much, but they are transparent and could work for your transparent palette. Then there's also the transparent earth colors, which is funny because usually I kind of think of earth colors are like heavy, opaque colors. Like I'm thinking about the maybe Venetian red, Caput Mortems, you know, like those heavy kind of colors. But actually there are colors that are transparent, and when I did the swatching session of the Roman Schmoll watercolors and I swatched out the earth colors, I liked a lot of the earth colors, and I was like, okay, so I have this idea of what they are in my mind, but actually there are quite a few that are really nice and transparent, like that are nice and transparent, as well as ones that are opaque and nice and transparent. But do you know what I mean? There's variety amongst them. It's not just one quality. Is ultramarine transparent? That's what I couldn't remember when I was talking to Marlene. I feel like I have it in my transparent palette, but have I actually checked to see if it's transparent? I kind of struggle to see which colors are transparent when they're darker. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Indantha Blue is also transparent. Oh yeah, it was a... Okay, yeah, Leslie, you want to layer and glaze. That's why you're building the transparent palette. Nightfall green is a bit like a granulating perylene green. Which one is Nightfall green? Nightfall. Who's done... Is Nightfall Holbein? Who are Nightfall? No. Or is it... Oh, Dawood, my bad. That being said, you know, plenty of people love and use PY43 and have it as their main, like in their main palette for skies, for landscapes. Who knows? Maybe the same way, you know, if you've been on the channel long enough, you know that when I started watercolor, I hated granulation. And yeah, I just didn't like it. And then it just so happened that Schminke were doing their super granulating colors, and so I had zero interest in them because I didn't like granulation. And I'm kind of glad because it saved me a lot of money. I never really got onto that bandwagon, and by the time that I loved granulation and found it actually really interesting, I already had like a bit of an understanding about different properties of different watercolors, and so I knew how to mix my own granulating colors. And so again, some I picked convenience mixes that were ready-made, like the Schminke colors, and some I just mixed myself, and I actually made a couple of videos about it. One of them is on track to be one of my most popular videos, and it's called like Granulating Recipes. I think it's got a swatch of my Sketches blue at the front, and in it I just kind of talk you through the process in case you want to make your own mixes, because you have the colors to do so already and it's easier than you think. Yeah, the ones that don't granulate so much are more transparent than the heavy granulating ones. That's good to know. You have Indantha Blue for your warm transparent blue. Okay, so it is transparent. So okay, but Sonia, do you mean the ultramarines, the ones that don't granulate, are more transparent than the ones that do? So would you say like French ultramarine, for example, is like semi-transparent versus like ultramarine finest, for example? Nightfall is Holbein. I haven't got their new ones. Yeah, the beauty with granulating mixes that you mix yourself is that they're just so interesting because they're not like fully purely blended, and so you get room for more for me exciting mixes and colors and character. And don't get me wrong, I also love convenience mixes. That just means mixes that are already done for you. Ooh, I'm excited for the wish list, for the wish list one. now. Okay, thank you, Sonia. You just uploaded. I need to go to your channel and watch that. And if anyone really, you know, loves and enjoys color mixing and watercolor exploration, then you'll really love Sonia's YouTube channel. She's in the chat. I think if you click on her face, then it can take you to her channel. Bye, Leslie. Sweet dream. Oh, sweet dreams, not sweet dreams. Enjoy your meal. In Down Throne, but also Phthalo Blue Red Shade. Yeah, they're both lovely colors. I do find that In Down Throne is warmer than Phthalo Blue Red Shade. And I obviously have a soft spot for In Down Throne anyway. But they are both lovely colors. I'm getting part of my desk back. Then it'll be time to do it all over again. But I won't do it all over again here and now. We'll see. Well, actually, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. As in, I'm not doing it again live, but I don't know if I need to do it again. Whoopsie. Okay. Here we go. I just want to make sure I haven't missed any comments. But yeah, I'm curious to know in the general wider, you know, our lovely YouTube group, what wishlist colors would you have? Like, what colors are you currently thinking about trying or having? I have some of the wishlist colors that I have are just really hard to get, so I wouldn't necessarily make them the wishlist request. The only thing is, obviously, any request has to be tubes, because I can't do it if they only come in half pans or full pans. I'm thinking about what colors would be are currently on my wish list. It's so funny because I've been using a limited palette, which has made it has obviously like zeroed in my focus on what I have. As opposed to my wish list. It's been a while. It was like Amazon Prime, so there were like all these deals everywhere, and I quickly just checked my wish list to see if anything was on sale. Nothing was, and I just went about my day, whereas normally I would go and check out their sale and see actually what items are on sale that I want. The thing with having a wish list and looking at nothing else is that it kind of zeroed in my focus. And to be honest, the main thing that I wanted isn't even technically an art supply. It's not an art supply in any sense of the word. It's a hard drive so that I can put my videos. I get through like two hard drives a year, and the hard drives are big, like 4 terabytes. So I was thinking of getting one that was maybe 6 terabytes, and that's a lot, but I'm probably using 6 to 8 terabytes a year. I could just delete everything, but part of me is like, oh, what if I'll need that video, or, you know. How many do I have left? I have 3 left. One of these, so I'll make. I should have probably been better at counting, because I'm like, how do I have 2 of these, 3 of these, and 1 sticker? What is going on with my maths? Oh, which Sennelier did you have in mind, Sonia? Sparked by the discussion by layering. Honestly, it's so funny because when I keep thinking about the boats that I was painting a few weeks and months ago, because they were heavily, like, I almost like went back to the more traditional way of watercolor painting and really working in layers, and it was just wonderful. It was wonderful. And I guess in part because I was originally doing that with Sennelier, I kind of translated that style or that way of painting to my Romish Moore and to my Daniel Smith. And that was the thing that I was saying as well. It's more so the pigments that you're using as opposed to just the brand, although Sennelier is excellent for layering. Total chaos, I know. Let me... okay. One. What is going on? I have more stickers, but I do need, I can't actually I can't actually print anything while I have internet at the same time. Can you imagine? Like, my printer is not connected by Bluetooth, it's connected by Wi-Fi. So if I'm trying to print something, I can't be on the internet at the same time. It's ridiculous. Oh, because I don't have Wi-Fi, I use my phone. Here we go. Leighton red ochre or Moroccan red ochre. I will be led by you, periwinkle. I will be led by you on the earth color front. I mean, I could also do, I'll make a note of them, the suggestions. Could do an earth color. I think I should do an earth one at some point. It can't just literally be that because I'm out here in love with Phalos and Quins. That's all that we do and use. Do I need, if I run out of the little autumn palette I'll have to print that again. Okay, so numbers wise, I have enough stickers and I need to print everything else. is the consensus. So let me put that to the side so it doesn't get anything. I think this is pretty cute. This is pretty cute. Part of me just wants to pack them into the envelopes now. The other part of me is like, there's no point because I haven't done the postage labels yet. And I should maybe take pictures. of my handmade efforts. Oh, Sophie Yellow. Have you Sonia, did you get the favorites palette? Because that had Sophie Yellow in it. I've been using, actually, Sophie Yellow was the other colour that I discovered through the favorites palette, and I think that was Johnny's Ma who suggested that as well, and it's just a really lovely yellow by Senelia. No, I know the feeling. This is so cute. Okay. That only, whoa, I was gonna say that only took like 30 minutes. No, it's been an hour and a half. What is wrong with me? Time does fly. I don't think I do. Hold on. Let me put this to the side. Oh, the other thing which I didn't say is that I am doing a sale on some of my art supplies. That is also linked in the description, but UK only, because with the shipping, one, I don't know like the situation everywhere, and two, the shipping is so expensive it'd probably be cheaper for you to buy it directly locally, which would defy the point. I'm just checking for my, no, I don't have the Jackson's PY153. You have the Senelia Yellow Light, which is also PY153. That I also do not have. This is, yeah, I have the mix. I mean, this is Senelia, not Jackson's. But this is Sophie Yellow. And then next to it is Indian Yellow and Yellow Lake. I mean, and then Senelia Yellow Deep. This, it's cool to see like the subtleties. But yeah, I obviously got slightly carried away when I bought these. I was just like, oh, paints, they were on sale. They were on a really good sale. And this is PR150, PR122, and PB60, and then Caput Mortem. And using that to make like nice neutral greys and dark blues. The only other thing that I can okay, Devin, we'll keep an eye out. Do you think they changed it recently and so we can maybe catch it in store, like in their physical stores? Because could go there and have a look. Or was it quite a while back and so it's unlikely? Why are they liquid? Oh, because of the, is it McPherson's? Blick, you guys have all the best sales. Last year, so it's probably a while. Next time I'm in London though, I can go and have like a look. They have, oh actually they have one is in Putney. Or I can give them a call and check if they have any locally, like inside the store. Just in case. Blick has the 21mm tubes. As do I. you tell what colours I like? Only of some though, but not that one. This is the Indian yellow with the mix. Why do you think it is the so many like clearance sales? Makes me nervous. The other thing would be, do Sennelier sell directly? I don't know if they do, or like Sennelier, Jackson's, Peter's Art, Art Miranda, Great Art, although their online reviews aren't great. This is primary yellow. I was just checking in case I did have it and I didn't swatch it out. But no, this is Sophie yellow again. I have my like ringer thing I need to use because it's like half empty, but there's still plenty in there. Oh, tell a lie. It's half, so if it's half empty, that must mean I used it in a dot card. Where did I put the Sennelier dot card that I just had? I can't imagine what it would be like to be organized. Must be so nice. Where did I literally just had it at the start of the stream? Just checking in case I dropped it on the floor by accident, but I'm not seeing it, and I would have had to put it somewhere. I don't know if it's just the tariffs, because even here, well then again, I guess the UK isn't the best judge of things right now, because even here a lot of the stores were selling the Sennelier, not even necessarily like, well, there was that big sale on Sennelier that was 40% off, but then I'm seeing some places like Casa, they're not selling Sennelier open stock anymore, they're only doing like a few sets. So something has changed. I don't know what and I don't know why. I can't believe, I feel like I would have put it somewhere around here. Has to be within arm's reach, no? Also has to be on a clear surface. I'm sure as soon as the live ends, I'll find it. I just wanted to see if that had the Sennelier, the PY153 we were just talking about. It's either that or is it in my Sennelier palette? Maybe. Sorry. What did I miss? Oh, that's so awesome, Northern Garden Girl. Bought a bundle of paint off Marketplace and the Winsor & Newton PY153 new gun beige was included. Was over the moon. You know, I'm yet to have like luck with eBay, Marketplace, Vinted. I look, but I just never see these awesome deals. 15% off in price. I feel like some places don't understand sale. Like sometimes they'll literally just turn the color into red and call it sale, but the price is the same. And I'm like, is this even legit? Oh, that's so good. Now I'm like, oh, the search for PY153 commences. Last time, one of the times that we were live before I went to Poland, we were talking about PO48, which I bought a half pan of. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so tired. PO48, which I bought a half pan of, and then what else was there? There were a few other colours that we were talking about them kind of going out of stock. And this is the Daniel Smith sticker I was talking about earlier that I was like, oh yeah, great, I can stick it on my palette. Like, this is the extent of my creativity. What I was thinking is not this palette, this is my gouache palette. Normally, before I wasn't mixing on here, but as time has gone on, I've come to accept that carrying a separate palette and carrying this is just so long. So I've just started mixing on here, even though it gets messy. But it's really fun and it's cute. You can see the kind of colors that I'm using is representative of the art that I'm creating. But if I made a Daniel Smith version of this, then I could maybe just stick that on there, I guess. Get with the program. Hey, No Name Painter, it's been a while. I'm so glad you're here. We've been listening, but just got done painting a card for your niece's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to her. I hope she has a wonderful birthday. Oh, you were doing 2 cards at the same time. That is impressive. The person who sold it just found a bundle really economically priced mix. Honestly, it's amazing. I don't know. I am always on the lookout because I don't mind buying pre-loved supplies, especially when it comes to like old watercolors and stuff. And I'll see like online people will be like, I got this off auction, I got this from eBay, I got this from, and like really good, awesome deals. I'm yet to find one. Like, I haven't found one. Is it? Am I muted? Or am I back? 300 USD. That is insane. That's surely that's too, or 45. That's too much, no, for Jackson's. Am I 300 for 45 for Jackson's tubes? That's more than Jackson sells them. Oh, that's incredible, Potato Pyro. Sorry, separate comment for anyone who's listening. So Potato Pyro said only 15 cents more to get the 21 mils. That is insane. And that makes me think I should. I mean, I can't get it from Blix. Every time I look at, because they have good deals. So every time I look, and I'm like, oh, could I? 45 21 mil tubes. Okay, maybe that's okay. Is that okay? Is that like £4 ish? You know what? You know what? I do have some family in the US. No, what am I saying? I have some self-control. But I'm like, oh, maybe should just buy it, send it to them, and then. But it's just the shipping that's a faff. Is that getting a little deal? I understand. Yeah, I know, that's really good. But I'm surprised that it's so hard to find with it in Jackson's. Indian yellow. Why is POI 153? Has that been discontinued? Why is it getting so or yeah, that's the problem, Sonia. The shipping will make it not worth it. And I'm like, I'm so close to France. Well, they're not made. Are they still made in France? I'm so close to where the brand is from, and yet it's so expensive. Oh, Oh, in 2013. So I would have never had it then. I was here like, I thought we were talking about it being discontinued recently. But then why is it in mixes? Paul Rubens. Hmm. Okay. I feel like we need to create like a Google Word doc of pigments to look out for. When you see it in the shop, buy it first, ask questions later. And just like the search for these pigments continues. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense, Sonia. Like Daniel Smith and PO48, they have a few years worth, and Paul Rubens has nickel as a yellow hue as PY153, which is perplexing. No? Wouldn't it make it seem more valuable if they just said it was PY153, which has been discontinued everywhere, and called it Indian yellow? No? Because don't get me wrong, I love me some nickel as a yellow, but it is quite common. Should they ever, God forbid, be like, oh, it's getting discontinued, I'm buying a lifetime supply. What I need to do is work out how many tubes that would be, or half pans, or whatever. I'd need to buy enough to never be worried that I would run out of nickel as a yellow. Yeah. Well, that's what I was. That's why I was checking. That's why I was looking for the dot card that I had before. That only God knows where I've put it. I know it has to be somewhere near, but I honestly don't know. I don't know where. Yeah, PR122. That's the thing for me. PR122 can't go. PY150 nickel as a yellow can't go. Ultramarine obviously cannot go. I don't even know what I would do with myself if it did. But yeah, those are the main, for me, absolute must-haves. But then I just love the colours in general. Sorry, I'm just checking. Whoops. What am I trying to do? I don't want to end this. I was just wondering if I'd made a note of it somewhere. So, things to remember from this live stream for me. 1. Find PY153. So, find Jackson's PY153. 2. Wish list Happy Mail. And I need to make the link for the, for requests. And if you want to join, you can join down below in the description. Link is in the description. And then, is that the main thing that I need to remember? I think so. Oh, wait, no, other Happy Mail suggestions. And they are welcome. Georgia certainly is a lot of fun. I hope that you can join. Um, the suggestion was the earth colours, transparent palette, I'll put plus or minus opaque because that was my original thought. No, I know the feeling. Art is my hobby too. You'd never guess. You know what? I've never tried, Sonia, I've never tried Dana Rani's Professional. What I tried was Dana Rani's, I'm guessing, student or the level below student, and I didn't like it at all. And so I never went back to use any Dana Rani. It really put me off. And I don't know why. I feel like it has to be one level below student as opposed to actually student grade. Because my thing is, I use Cotman, and it's not like that put me off Winsor and Newton. I thought they were great. I've used Cotman and Van Gogh, and it's not like Winsor and Newton and Rembrandt are my main go-tos. So am I just like spoiling my opinion of these brands by using the student grades? I don't know. I think I used the step below Aquafine. The one, to be fair, they were very cheap, but I didn't like it. And I was like, I'm not. And so I was just, I never got tempted to try it. I think same thing with like the Caran d'Ache gouache. I want the Caran d'Ache gouache for the tin, and not for the gouache, because I don't know. When I saw it, I was like, I just don't think that I will enjoy it. Yeah, Dana Rani, Graduate, and Simply. I think maybe it was a Simply. Yeah, what I used was really cheap, so I should have known. But I used it and I was like, I'm not trying these again. So what would have to take place is I would need to try someone else's that's professional grade and really great. And if I like it, only then would I probably risk it again. I think especially now that it's getting to that point where I have so many, interesting. I have one band. So I must have, anyway, it's getting to that point where, because I have so many favorites, automatically I kind of just want to buy those instead of risk it on ones that perhaps I won't love as much. Northern Garden Girl says, I've tried several of the Dana Rani Professional and I personally find it to be a bit cloudy overall, and they have a gumminess, as well as they dry down and shrink more than some of other paints. Okay, that's good for me to know, because I'm like, oh, I'm already not feeling that adventurous to try. I'm like, oh, I'd rather just get something that I know I'm going to really enjoy and love. And if there's a risk of, not risk, but if it looks like actually there might be something that might be my other favorite, then maybe I would try like 3. As in the primaries, and see if it's worth getting the rest, or just try the like special colors that they make. Oh, that's a good point, Potato Parrot. I like the way you think. Probably have an extra band because of the one I cut in half. Why I have an extra one of these, I don't know, but it's okay. Later I will count everything and know how much I have left. Really? Bought it from Jackson's. You're welcome. All the discouragement. I just feel like And I have no beef with Dana Rani. I really love their cellulose paper. But I have not been tempted by their watercolors at all. And that's based just on videos and people, like, yeah, that's just based on the videos I've seen. I'm not tempted. I was kind of tempted by Lucas, because there was a time that Jackson's like dropped the price by like less than 50%. It was like wild. And so I was like, maybe it's worth trying. And the feedback that I got then was like, oh no, it's not worth it. And that was when I was like, oh, it's half price. And people were like, still, yeah. So I didn't get it. So Lucas, less tempted by. Dana Rowney, not tempted by. I think most other brands I am. Most other brands I like. Okay, Schminke, kind of, but not that much. I'm tempted because they have cool palettes and they have some cool colors, and I like it. But I feel like they have like quite traditional watercolor, I guess. Like, you know, Schminke, Winsor and Newton, they all have like quite traditional watercolors, like calm, normal watercolors. And I guess I'm perhaps a bit brighter, or I don't know what it is, but I find that those who like Roman Schmall often like Daniel Smith and vice versa. And I find that those who like Schminke and Winsor and Newton often like those. Do you see what I mean? Like, there must be something about them that's quite similar, which is why we keep being drawn to the same kind of paints. Lianka says, I love Schminke Horodam, but I was really put off by their student grade Schminke Academy. Thank goodness I tried Horodam first. Yeah, that's the thing. And that is why, like, you know, yesterday I was talking about how there's quite often people say, like, you can add white gouache to your watercolor and then it's just like using gouache. And I was like, it's not just it's not just like using gouache in my experience. And I want people to know that, because I don't want people to use that method, conclude that they hate gouache, meanwhile it's just because of how and what they used. Yeah, Mission Gold is nice. To be honest, I haven't used their normal watercolors. Do you know what I mean? I used these. This is the tourmaline two-tone granulation set, and I used these ones. Now, can I tell what is so special about tourmaline two-tone? No, but they were nice. And am I tempted by the, can you see? Am I tempted by the single pigment set? Yes. Which is so funny. Like, honestly, the power of marketing is wild, because, like, really and truly, I could just look at the watercolors that I have, pick out the ones that have just one pigment, and make my own single pigment set. But I want the pure pigment set. I want theirs. I love the idea that the whole set is just one, you know. And then also, is that not what My Merry Blue do? Like, in theory, the whole reband and the whole reformulation that they had, was that not them just saying, actually, we're going to go single pigment as much as possible, if not completely? So yeah, I think Mission Gold are nice. I haven't used them extensively, and I've only used their special ones, but they seem like fun and like vibrant colors. That says Senile student grade is good. That's always good to know. I feel like the Cotman, Van Gogh, and mini Senile Coral, I feel like they're good student grade. I haven't used the Schminke Academy, and now probably never will. Yeah, so they call it tourmaline something something. I think I swatched it. Just want to check if I did. Maybe I did not. That would, no, I did. But where did I swatch it? Oh my gosh, we go to Mona and Rani part 2. I just wanted to see, or was I? No, I definitely did swatch it, but I don't know why. Maybe that's yet another video that I need to add to my list to make and to do. But the conclusion that I had was that the colors are nice, but they're not like groundbreakingly granulating. There's only a few of the colors that actually granulated quite a lot and quite nicely. They're nice colors, but it's not like the granulation blew me away. Do you know what? I have a vague memory of what this swatch looks like. Oh, I'm also selling this, by the way. 10% off on my membership on my Ko-fi site, but you don't have to be a member to buy. Just UK. Oh, gosh. Oh, here it is. Let me hide my face. There we go, so that you can see this better. So this is the Mission Gold Tourmaline set. So although they say they're two-tone, which gives the impression that they will granulate, you know, quite a lot, as you can see, they're nice, bright colors. But if there's some sort of crazy granulation, I'm not seeing it. That being said, I like the colors, so I sent out all 34 to my Happy Mail in July to celebrate 3 years of my art membership. So I'll show you these, and then I'll probably just show you which ones actually, or highlight which ones actually granulate quite a bit. Yeah, exactly, Derwood. They're like really, really nice colors. But they should have just led with the fact that they're nice colors instead of giving people the expectation that they're going to granulate a lot and then they don't. Forest green is actually bay, but the thing that I love is PB29 and PY150, so of course I love it because that's how I mix my greens. Yeah, the colors are very bright and lovely. Hold on. Next colors. But yeah, the calling a set two-tone and then most of the colors have one tone is a bit wild. But I'm just doing it close up and slowly so that you can see, in case, because they are also sold open stock, so perhaps if there's a color that you really want that is you know, in the set, you can just get it individually. But if you want it, if you like the whole set, which you very well may do, because there's some that are granulating and some that are not, then you can. PY150, our unsung, very sung hero. So when looking at it, the colors that I think are actually like especially granulating are Aurora Pink. So we have like Aurora Pink, which is PB28 and PR122. Then we have Shadow Blue, which is PB36 and PBR33. Aurora Green, PB28 and PY150. Forest Green, PB29 and PY150. And I mean, Jade Green granulates a bit, as in, like, it's a nice color and it does have granulation. It also has 4 pigments. PB29, PY154, PBK27, and PBR33. Yes, PBR33 is fantastic. It's mahogany brown by Schminke. As in, like, other brands have it, but the one that I have is mahogany brown by Schminke, and that's what I used in my granulating secrets video, because it was just fantastic for mixes. This is all for like a video that I need to make of like the paintings that I did when I was in Geneva. Some I need to finish. Oh, let me put this back. But I hope that helps, seeing those colors, just in case you're interested. No, I'm glad. Well, I will leave you to it. I know it's crazy. It's a short 2-hour live stream. A surprise to all. But yeah, just thank you so much for keeping me company as I created this Happy Mail. The next one is going to be the wishlist Happy Mail, and if you would like to get it and to be part of my community, then you can feel free to join. I will leave it linked in the description. But thank you for keeping me company, and I hope that you have a wonderful creative weekend, month, year, until next time, you know. I'm so glad you caught it too, Sonia. It's always lovely to like do this. In part I was like, oh, should I, like, I'm not painting and I'm not doing anything super exciting, but it's just also nice to sit down and talk about art supplies and realize that we need to go on a search for PY153 for Durwood. So if you find it, buy at least two tubes. Bye everyone, thank you so much for joining, and yeah, gentle reminder to like the video and to join my membership, and I will see you next time. Bye.